Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Kaway, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We are watching Season 1, Episode 1 of The Rings of Power. So, if you're watching this on YouTube with us, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole ring with us, no cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKaway, link in the description below, or you can become a member of this YouTube channel. So you can watch the whole episode with us, no cuts or interruptions, but you will need your own subscription to Amazon Prime, so you can open up the episode in an adjacent window to our reaction, and that's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals from the internet. In the interest of full transparency, we were actually invited to the premiere party for The Rings of Power, and they showed the first 2 episodes there. However, huge caveat, ACHARA didn't watch it at all.
I was like this.
She literally had her head down the entire time. She's like, I am saving this reaction for when the
People
camera's
were
on
like,
me.
are you taking a nap? I'm like, no, I am committed. I don't want to see anything before I get to watch it for the first time with you guys.
And I was in and out because, well, they made some really, really magical concoctions of alcohol, and it was quite fun. And so, yeah, I was in and out of the show for the same reason. Like, I was there, but not really. And so, if I look surprised while watching this, it is genuine. It's basically my first time watching this episode because I was half in, I would say 25% in while watching the show.
Half in, half drunk.
Yeah, mostly drunk. Mostly catching up with friends that were there I hadn't seen in a long time. So, here we go.
And there was a time when the world was so young, there had not yet been a sunrise.
Wow.
But even then, there was light.
Baby Galadriel.
Well, is it finished yet?
It's stunning.
Yeah.
It's not going to float. It's going to sail.
I wonder how much this like accurately represents the color of what that actually looks like, because it looks so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I heard they spent something like $58 million per episode on this show.
How many episodes are there?
10.
That can't be right. $58 million an episode. That can't be right.
And they spent nearly $1 billion on the show in total.
That can't be right.
I'll look it up later.
For unlike the stone, her gaze is not downward but up, fixed upon the light that guides her, whispering of grander things than darkness ever knew.
Hashtag Science.
The lights shine just as brightly reflected in the water as they do in the sky. It's hard to say which way is up and which way is down.
Wise beyond her years.
How am I to know which lights to follow?
Stumped.
Your heart will guide you.
Oh no.
Oh, we don't even get to hear that part?
Damn, okay.
The crucial secret to success in life? Come on.
But that seems so simple.
The most important truths often are
Facts.
that you must learn to discern them for yourself. I won't always be here to speak them to you.
Oh
What?
no. It's
Come along.
foreshadowing. Why?
Why? Yeah,
You're an
why?
elf.
I thought
You
they
can
lived forever.
live for like ages. No, they do die. They just have a much longer lifespan than human beings. He still looks young.
So, for all intents and purposes, forever.
For we thought our joys would be unending.
Yeah, he's totes gonna die.
Nah, I don't think so. He'll be alright. Foreshadowing's overrated.
We thought our
He'll be
light
alright.
would never dim.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very
Wow.
we resisted, and a legion of elves went to war.
My brother.
One filled with untold perils and strange creatures beyond count. A place known as Middle Earth.
Oh!
Middle Earth, baby. Okay, yeah, it's not so good. It's not an upgrade.
Damn!
Whoa. Oh. Come on, bro. Whoa. Oh, geez, that's a lot.
Golly!
Feels like the depths of hell.
But the war left Middle Earth
Oh
in
my.
ruin. And
Is she
would
grown up now?
last centuries.
Yeah. That was a nice, like, passage of time thing they did there.
For his orcs had spread to every corner of Middle Earth, multiplying ever greater under the command of his most devoted servants.
Sauron!
They called him Sauron.
Whoa.
My brother vowed to seek him out and destroy him.
Oh shit, well, it didn't go well for you, did it?
His vow became mine. We hunted. To the ends of the earth we hunted Sauron, but the trail grew thin.
Where did they shoot this?
Century gave way to century, and for many elves, the pain of those days
Wow.
passed out of thought.
Is that real? What was that?
I was like, the water, not so sure, but this stuff, wow. I like her chainmail. Oh, that's cool. Little sharp shoes.
Somebody played Breath of the Wild. Haha.
Oh,
She's way ahead.
she's just like, I'm on a mission.
It's like, are you guys even trying? Come on. Wow.
Uh-oh, we lost a soldier. Pick him up. Wait.
We keep moving! Galadriel! Stop!
You're cray-cray.
There's nothing out here. We should have been there by now.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like you're there.
are you sure? Are you sure? Do you want to look again? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my,
It's just pulling away.
oh my god.
Oh my gosh, they're teeny tiny.
Far more must have escaped than we ever imagined.
My hand is past feeling.
Oh no.
No, this place is so evil our torches give off no warmth.
Oh.
How can you be certain?
It's colder than the rest.
Oh!
What?
There was a hand,
Yeah.
and it moved.
That's what hands do.
These
Ew.
orcs were meddling with the powers of the unseen world. Some dark sorcery of old.
I think that's a sign to GTFO.
Surely it is lost to the ages now. Whatever happened here was long ago.
I don't think so.
What?
Water.
Oh, it's hot. It's gonna steam. Yeah, don't touch it.
Even stone cannot hide the mark of one whose very hand is flame unquenched. He was here. Sauron was here. This mark was left as a trail for orcs to follow.
The mark is centuries old. Whoever left it could be long dead.
Or lying in wait, gathering strength, perfecting whatever dark art eluded him here.
We exceeded our orders months ago.
She watched Lord of the Rings.
And until we are certain, every trace of our enemy is vanquished, I can never return.
Yeah, you'll be hanging out in Middle Earth for a while, my lady.
Yo, like, I'm so happy. This is, on OLED?
It looks stunning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking up because... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Do you see it? He's a... Oh, shit. What is that? Uh-oh. Dang, he's ugly. Oh, don't throw your freaking...
No, it's just to lure him, right? Also to cast light on that?
guess, but... Ooh.
That had to hurt.
Do they all die? Oh gosh. Can we, like, I don't know, talk about it? Ugh. What are you doing? What the hell? Lady Galadriel, I didn't know you could fight. Oh. Dang.
Anyone else got a problem in here?
We leave soon enough. The order is given.
Definitely want her on my team.
First light.
No one's gonna applaud that.
Uh-oh.
What?
Mutiny!
You just saw what she did, right?
Yeah.
Y'all saw that.
Then you shall do so alone.
Really?
I'm okay with that, though. She's perfectly capable. It's not like she needed them.
Really? After what she just pulled off, that's unexpected. But they have been walking for centuries.
Uh-oh. Oh. They look mischievous. What?
Clear and clear.
Hobbitses? Oh my gosh.
So wait, every time people come walking by, they gotta hide all this?
Yeah. There they are. Who are they? What is it? Fruit? Ooh. Yum. I love how they've scaled it up.
Oh, for their size? Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cute.
There's something in the mud.
It's
What
a,
is it?
no.
Looks like a footsie.
Oh no.
A dog.
A big
Just a
dog.
dog. You know how dogs love berries.
Leave. Quick, 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 quick.
Just out digging for snails.
Oh.
Galadriel.
Elrond.
Lindonelje kavalisanen.
Are they just friends?
Some feared a new evil might arise from his shadow. So for centuries now, these soldiers have swept across crag and crevice, washing away the last remnants of our enemy like a spring rain.
Did he write that?
I imagine so. Yeah, he did. He was writing it.
Today, our days of peace begin.
Is she gonna say something right now?
I guess it's just an expression of doubt in her face.
Oh, okay. She's gonna accept it.
In the blessed realm, the far west, the undying lands of Valinor. At last, they are going home.
Is that supposed to be like heaven?
Yeah, like the best reward. Yeah.
If but a whisper of a rumor of the threat you perceive proves true, I will not rest until it is put right. You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
Without it, what am I to be?
What you have always been, my friend.
She got crazy in the eyes.
Yeah. She's like, nope, not doing that. I'm gonna be an outcast and hang around in Middle Earth.
Evening.
Karaya's in 3 moves.
The whole outfit's dope.
Yeah.
Down to the feathers on the arrows.
Yeah.
For beauty has great power to heal the soul.
And I hope you find Alfred flowers beautiful.
Until next time, then.
Soldier.
Anything to report?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
And the well.
Did you draw some water?
The High King has declared the days of war are over.
All the fire outposts are being disbanded.
Uh-oh.
We're leaving.
Oh, you better say goodbye to your girlfriend or bring her along.
But for 79 years, you've kept watch over the men and women of Tirharad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are. And be grateful that you need never see them again.
I can't get over how stunning
I
this
know.
looks. It's very picturesque. I want all of these wallpapers.
Hardly slept. Mice were dancing a proper jig under the floorboards.
Again?
Last 3 nights, scratching and scraping. What's one of them doing here?
So he has no idea.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your company?
Most likely searching for me at this very moment.
Then why are you at my home?
Oh, isn't it obvious? You're hot. I likes you.
Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already 100 times over, in every way but words.
Mother! There's a man here for you.
Who? No.
What?
And did he call her mother? He did.
Yeah.
She's a single mother.
Yeah.
And she doesn't appear to have any sores. Where's she been grazing?
She wandered east a few days ago.
Uh-oh.
Think she might have ate something.
Oh.
How far east?
She might have made it as far as Horden.
Wipe your hands.
Horden's
Clean
a
them.
day's journey. If I leave now, I can reach it by dusk.
I'm going with you.
Why? Why is she going with him?
Reasons. Because she wants to know what's going on. What is this evil that's making cows?
Salty rascals got the king's bounty down there.
This is the real bounty.
Oh god, what did you guys find? Oh. I think that's evil. Yeah, no.
Watch it! Go on, quick.
There's the sigil.
That's his broken sword, isn't it? Oh. So she's going?
She might have inadvertently kept alive the very evil she sought to defeat. Or the same wind that seeks to blow out a fire may also cause its spread.
Yeah.
First, the big people. Now, the stars. Eyes open when they should be sleeping. Almost like they're watching for something.
Watching for what?
The only kind touch I've known all my days in this land.
Every time they get close to the romance, something interrupts them.
Something dire. That doesn't look good.
I think the use of this map is very smart.
I like it. Yeah.
Just helps keep things in perspective. Like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Why does it sound ominous?
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot?
Oh. Which light do you go towards? Is this a trick?
No.
No.
She's just not ready to abandon her mission. Hey.
Ah.
It's the ACHARAs.
Rude.
Just kidding.
But sometimes the lights shine just as brightly reflected in the water as they do in the sky. How am I to know which lights to follow?
We'll finally know what he said.
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
There she goes.
Right into the water. That was very poetic. How they tied the beginning with this part. Alright, well. Good luck swimming across the sundering sea.
She'll be alright.
Yeah, she took out an entire snow troll by herself. Uh-oh.
Is that ominous?
Ah. Decay. You were wrong, King. Why is she the only one checking it out? Oh. Who is that? Of course they're gonna end it there. Wah! What a cliffhanger!
I must have been really, really drunk when we were at the premiere because most of that was new to me and most of that was fresh for me, or the experience of it anyway. Some of the beats in this I remembered, like particularly the end when you're like, who's that person? I'm like, well, I remember that from the end of the episode.
Oh.
But like,
do you know who it is?
No, there's guesses that have been made that I heard people talking about. I won't get into that. I'm sure many of you are probably already guessing it in the comments. Watching this on the OLED TV, I feel like is the premier way to watch this. Like, I am a big, big believer in trying to get the best version of something possible. And ACHARA knows this about me and often it gets frustrated with me about it. But like, if you're watching this on your phone, like the show, your original viewing of the episode, if you're watching it on your phone, I don't think you're doing the show justice. I think it's meant to be watched on, at least on a TV. Like Martin Scorsese said, look, if you got to watch something on a mobile device, at least watch it on an iPad or something that's a little bit bigger. Now, I know that it's like everything's relative, and maybe for you know, for some of you, a phone is good enough. You have big phones now. To me, like just seeing this on an OLED TV was awesome. It really brought out the vibrance of what they wanted to show us with the elven territory and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or even the human territory with the cow and the dirty milk. You know, like everything looks so like I felt like I was there watching it on this TV, you know?
Yeah, it was so beautiful, so immersive. Like they really put a lot of thought and effort into the locations, what things looked like, the costumes, the makeup, the hair, the design, everything, the props.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, for it having been so long since the original Lord of the Rings trilogy came out, Peter Jackson's movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this launched us back into the world and is a really nice introduction for a new generation of fans who maybe haven't watched the movies or haven't seen a Hobbit movie. I also liked how they paid attention to accents for different regions and different races. So the elves kind of having this more RP accent, and then the hobbitses, I guess they're hobbits, they called them harfoots. They have the Irish accent, a really lovely lilt, and then the humans had like the northern accent. I don't know which accent specifically, but to me it just sounds northern. Mm-hmm. But I like that, to be able to differentiate between where different characters are from and what their races are by accent alone.
Yeah, I think it's great. There's something that Peter Jackson did a lot of in Lord of the Rings in terms of like the camera work is choker close-ups, like that really, really tight close-ups. You see it a lot, especially with Gandalf and Bilbo in the beginning of the movie when they're talking to each other across the table, or even when Frodo first shows up and talks to Gandalf, and it's like the camera's like this tight, especially on Gandalf to show his size, right?
Right.
Here they did it a couple of times, and I don't know if it was to pay homage to the style of Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings, or if it was just a coincidence, but I noticed it in particular by the well. It's with Arondir and Bronwyn, those two characters, when they were talking by the well, like the camera was like this tight for a few seconds, and it just reminded me of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I hadn't noticed that.
I don't know if that's, you know, an homage, like I said. Lord of the Rings is the first film I watched in theaters where I noticed those kinds of shots. So it was very impressionable on me as someone who, thinks about camera angles and whatnot. But the biggest thing that stood out to me is the thing you saw me reacting to the most, which is just how beautiful it looks. It's not too often these days that you get stuff that looks this gorgeous, I feel, in Western cinema. You see this a lot in Indian cinema, and perhaps even just Asian cinema in general. You'll see this more, like Korean cinema does this a lot. But in Western cinema, it's like a lost art in a way to show things that just look this beautiful. Everything has gone in the favor of more realism, and the dirty camera angles and whatnot, and shaky cam and what have you. Whereas this was more steady and whatnot, and allowed you to really take it in the way you might see like an old Western, the way you'd see a Sergio Leone film or something.
Right.
Where you get to really take in the environment that you're looking at, I guess, in the way that Lord of the Rings did.
Well, the environment is almost a character in itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that. The action was pretty cool at the top. I mean, you really, really got a sense as to the scope of Galadriel's skill set and how powerful she is.
Yeah.
She's like not to be messed with. I was kind of blown away by the way she just took out that troll, not a scratch on her.
Yep.
And took him down. Like, wow, all right.
Super powerful, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's weird is I wonder, you start to question your own conditioning and inner sexism, because I wonder to myself, it's like, if it was a guy, would I be questioning this at all? Because it's Galadriel, because it's a female, I'm like, she didn't get scratched up at all, at all. And so I go, if it was a dude, if it's Tony Stark or Thor and he didn't get scratched up at all, do I bat an eye? Do I think about it at all?
I am a super casual Lord of the Rings fan. Gonna put that out there. I've watched.
You did read the books.
I read the books once. I was not aware that Galadriel was also a warrior, so that was new to me. I'm like, oh, I just thought she was like a super powerful elf who had magic.
I don't have any dog in this fight, but the show is telling me she's powerful.
Yeah. And
so
I
I'm
dig
like,
it.
okay, cool.
I dig it. I'm like, cool. I like her backstory with her brother and everything, and I thought that was really beautiful how they started when they were in the Elven land. I've forgotten the name, I'm sorry, but when they were there, and how beautiful it was, and how she was talking about the boat and the difference between the boat and the stone, and so they had that nice little analogy, and then bringing it back round at the end and having her make that choice.
Yeah, it's poetic, like you said.
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we're still establishing the world and its characters and whatnot to get you. It's just the prologue basically to the greater book, as it were.
Well, that's actually a really great way to put it, because while watching it, I was feeling like, wow, this is a lot of exposition. But when you say this is the prologue, that totally makes sense, because it's setting up the story, it's setting up the people, the environment, the land that we're going to be spending time in.
Yeah.
And so it's cool that they allowed it to breathe the way they did.
Well, in classic storytelling, you generally have this Joseph Campbell moment. I mean, Joseph Campbell, for those of you, I'm sure everybody watching this knows who Joseph Campbell is, but Joseph Campbell is someone who looked at mythology and stories from around the world and looked at the parallels between all these stories. And Star Wars is a great example of a Joseph Campbell story. Luke Skywalker had this moment after he realized, Uncle Owen, and after his family basically got killed.
Yeah.
He reached his point of no return where now he's going to become a Jedi.
Right.
So he went on this adventure, there's no looking back.
Right.
So she had that, what is typically 20, 30 minutes into a movie, she had that moment at the end of this episode, Galadriel.
Right. Which is nearly an hour.
Right. And so everything is just bigger, more epic, and spread out. But you're also dealing with a lot of characters. So she had her point of no return when she jumped off the ship. Because it's there's no getting back on it.
Yeah, you can't go back there now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you may never.
So,
like Elrond said.
Yeah, I think that the show has done a very, very good job of defining the characters. I mean, I think that the way that Morfydd Clark, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, the way she's portraying Galadriel, it makes sense with what I remember from the movie, the way Cate Blanchett did it. But she is so intense.
She is really intense, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm frightened by her.
Good.
Do you know what I mean?
You should be.
That's what ultimately what I'm trying to say is while watching her, I'm like, this bitch be crazy. She's nuts.
She's a woman on a mission,
yeah.
And you can't stop her. And I appreciate that. I like the power that she's bringing to the character and to her acting.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I really, really appreciate that.
We have a little bit of a romance going, like I mentioned, between Aurendar and Bronwyn. I don't know much about their characters, but so the show has done a good job of already getting me rooting for them. I don't know how or why.
Yeah.
But like, I'm already like, oh, that's cool. Like, let's see what happens there.
We love to ship people, though.
Yeah, but-
and it's nice to have a little bit of romance. Plus, it's drawing parallels between the Arwen and Aragorn romance.
But then the
except
reverse.
it's
Yeah.
reversed, yeah.
So what I think I like about it, what I think I like about it is the fact that it feels kind of real in that, you have these two people who are drawn to each other, but they're almost like in a Romeo and Juliet kind of way.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be together. Like, well, one's going to go this way, one's going to go this way, or one's going to stay here, the other's going to leave. And I know that longing feeling of like, no, we should be together. And so you sort of root for them and hope, because he is breaking the rules being next to her, right? He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that there's probably searching for him because he's not doing the right. And then, moreover, like, not only that, everyone's giving him the side eye because they don't like his kind, right?
Yeah.
So he's really like putting himself in danger there for this woman. The things men will do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting as well learning the backstory to Sauron, because I wasn't really that aware of it. So I appreciated knowing about this other war that happened before Sauron came. I'm sure they probably mentioned it in The Lord of the Rings, but it was like so quick and in passing because you're so engrossed in that story. But it's nice to go back, kind of like how we're doing that in House of the Dragon, and just learning more about the events that took place before and that lead to those incidents that we're already very well aware of.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Eleanor Brandyfoot is supposed to be like our Bilbo.
Yes, absolutely.
She's going to go off on an adventure to write about and what have you. Maybe, is she maybe connected to Bilbo, or?
See, I vaguely remember the name Brandyfoot from Lord of the Rings, and I don't know if it was said in passing in a sort of comment like, oh, only the crazy Brandyfoots and this family and this family ever like went outside and did stuff. So I think, she's definitely got that like Bilbo and Frodo Baggins energy about her.
Well, Frodo, I think that's a little different. Frodo didn't want to go on that adventure. He was really pushed into that adventure.
Sure.
I feel like, I guess in fairness, Bilbo was kind of also pushed into that adventure.
Yeah, but then they were cool with it. I guess maybe she's definitely got more of that like curiosity, and she wants to get out there and see the world. Like it's really exciting to her.
I mean, the more she got the Ariel syndrome, the more you try to box someone in, the more curious they're going to be about what's beyond those borders.
Yeah, unless you're like a regular hobbit. In which case you're like, I love my little home and I'm going to stay here forever because that's what we do.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that this was a really nice first episode. It was nice to watch it sober. And really be able to take it all in.
Yeah, it's like it draws you in. It's really beautiful. And the music was really lovely as well.
I think it looks wonderful, and I am looking forward to episode 2. So y'all, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications about this up. I'm Jabby Coy. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.